detecting a set of stairs just up ahead. Would you please try going down a floor?
Got it. Let us know if anything else comes up.
This maze is rather troublesome. We must hurry on.
Are you still upset at how you and his friends got caught up in this?
I am, but what truly bothers me is how I cannot get a full grasp on the Sho Minazuki character, who has been behind everything.
Are we sure he's a persona user? When he fought against Labras, he didn't use a persona.
When I spoke directly with Minazuki, I saw his persona myself. This matches with what Narukami and his friends attested.
Could he have an accomplice?
An accomplice? Akihiko, this is only a hypothesis, but what if there were two Minazukis to begin with?
Two? You mean the one who called himself Sho and the one who called himself Minazuki are two different people?
No, his personalities changed before our very eyes. There's no doubt that they're the same body. But what if this isn't a case of multiple identity disorder? What if the two truly are completely separate personalities existing in the same body?
Kind of like the two Ds in Elden Ring. Two souls. Well, in that case, it's one soul in two bodies. Here, two souls in one body.
Completely separate? What do you mean?
Mitsuru-senpai, I'm detecting a shadow just up ahead of you.
Someone also called this schizophrenia.
It'd be too much trouble to try to head back. Let's break through here, Mitsuru.
It seems there's no other way. The situation is growing more and more dire by the moment. We must deal with this as quickly as possible.
It's been a while.
Oh.
You seem to have made it out of your predicament. How does it feel to have been rounded up like that?
Enough idle conversation. Let's get this over with. We don't have a lot of time.
Wait, Akihiko. There's something I want you to tell me before I slay you.
What is it? You can ask, but it doesn't mean I'll answer.
Who created you fake people? Who is Minazuki?
That's an odd thing to ask. Didn't you meet him yourself only a few moments ago? You should ask him yourself. Then again, you won't be given that chance as you'll never leave here.
Alright, you know what? I want to play with my boy Akihiko, but I'm like, you know what? Mitsuru, get my waifu up on this.
Finally.
Ooh! No. You're not playing that game with me, son. Eat that! Oh, yeah.
You're slow! What? You're slow! Tentarasu! You're slow!
Don't start worrying.
There we go.
Don't let this wind get to your head. Keep training.
Easy peasy, lemon a squeezy.
That was enjoyable. Please sit back and enjoy the spectacle of extinction. Well then.
Mitsuru-senpai! Akihiko-senpai! Are you alright?
Yeah, no problems on our end. The shadow disappeared before we could get any information out of it, though.
We can't waste any time. Let's keep moving while we talk.
Okay, please head down those stairs then. That should get you out of the tower.
Mitsuru, back to what we were talking about earlier. It looked like Sho changed right in front of us. He switched personalities. What makes you think that it's not the ordinary form of split personality?
That too.
Do you recall the conversation in the limo about Ikutsuki's personal experiments? I said there was an indication that a plume of dusk was used.
Yeah, that too.
You mean the human experimentation we were talking about? It's definitely something a guy like Ikutsuki would have come up with.
What if Ikutsuki's experiments on Minazuki involved transplanting a plume of dusk into a living person?
What? Why would he do something like that?
Considering that it could have been part of Ergo Research's attempts to create artificial persona users, it makes sense. It's most likely that Ikutsuki implanted a plume of dusk into Minazuki in order to intentionally try to force a persona to appear. But Sho Minazuki didn't awaken to the persona ability. That much can be gathered from the fact that Ikutsuki labeled the experiment a failure.
Ooh. That's kind of like in Final Fantasy VII, where Hojo considered Cloud Strife a failure of a Sephiroth clone.
Contrary to Ikutsuki's expectations, though, the experiment had a different result.
What? Don't tell me.
If a plume of dusk was implanted into the body of a person who already had a personality, what would happen?
A plume of dusk stimulates the creation of an ego. So it's not out of the question that it would create a new personality in the same body.
According to the records, after the operation, Minazuki entered a vegetative state after some time. Thus, Ikutsuki let go of Minazuki. He was then transported to a hospital in the suburbs of Inaba, and there are no records of Minazuki from there on. What happened from that point on, I can only speculate. But I wonder what sort of life Minazuki led after he regained consciousness.
Yep.
Labra said that she wanted to speak with Minazuki. And now, so do I.
We'd better rescue Yukiko's group and get back here then.
Indeed. Let us accomplish our duties with haste.
Fuka, what's Yukiko's position?
I sense something southeast of there. Please be careful.
That opens up there. That opens up that. Interesting. And then if we look at where things are going, ooh yeah. See what? For this last round, let's rush to Junes.
Mitsuru, how are Aigis and Teddie doing? They must have gotten out into the town by now.
You're right. Let me search for them. I found them in the town shopping district. We'll be able to catch up with them quickly.
Alright, let's hurry to join up with them. Then we can compare notes.
Ow! My
Oh,
back
boy.
still hurts. Getting old sucks.
What? You're not even old, Teddie. Come on.
Do you age, Teddie? I don't.
Oh, by the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, Ai-chan. Is there anyone you like?
What do you mean?
Come on, you can't fool me. If you don't have anyone, then you and me should...
Aigis! Teddie!
Teddie.
Aki!
Teddie.
Akihiko-san! Mitsuru-san! Thank goodness you're both safe.
Whoa, what happened? You're both beaten.
I was careless. We were ambushed by an enemy and suffered severe damage. Is someone... Please respond!
Rise-chan, I hear you! Talk to your lover bear!
Is that you, Kujikawa? We can hear you.
That voice! Mitsuru-san? Thank goodness! I heard you were captured!
Yes, but we're fine now. I'm sorry to have worried you. Where are you right now?
Yukiko-senpai and I went out to look for Kanji and the others, but the town's turned into a maze. I lost track of them while we were getting our bearings. We're thinking about heading back to Junes right now.
All right, keep going to Junes. We'll head over too, so we'll meet you there. Tatsumi and Shirogane should have arrived already.
Understood. Please be careful.
Alright, now that that's decided, we need to hurry. Aigis, Teddie, can you go on?
Leave it to me to guide you to Junes. I'll use my nose and... Achoo!
You left everyone else inside and ran away? What happened to all that fun stuff? Oh, maybe they just don't need you anymore. I guess you're the runs of the litter.
A fake Chie-chan! Bears have packs, not litters, and we're not runts!
It's fine, Teddie. Let it say whatever it wants.
It. Pronoun it. Well, once upon a time, just to be fair, it was considered a pronoun to be used in a sentence when describing an inanimate object. Just saying.
I've made some errors this time, but we have our comrades. Even if one of us was to fall, the rest of us can complement each other. My standing here right now is a result of the trust we have for one another. I will carry out my duty, and you will be stopped.
Feeling no pressure, but appears in the media. Getting jiggy with confirmed, please I'm telling you. Anywhere you be, from New York to Siberia. Cut up for your own beat and shake it till we get. I'ma put it down, grabbing this
No. We will protect this world. We will not lose to the likes of you.
We're the most powerful lineup ever! We'll prove that we've got the upper claw here!
I was hoping for a chance to fight about now. I felt myself getting rusty. The rest of you can sit back and watch.
This tournament is foolish, but I was given one of your insipid names. It's time I showed you the power of the Execution Queen.
I'm going with Akihiko though. We already gave her time to shine. It's time for him to sprinkle. He needs to glitter.
Finally!
Baby, baby, baby. Oh!
Do it!
Caesar! No. Hola! There you go. Pero dale duro. Ooh, eat that shit. Ah, darn! I missed my Shoryuken. Ooh! Spicy! Spicy girl! There you go, eat that. Do you believe in gravity?
There! Come on! Everyone hurry!
Como?
Our rendezvous point is on this building's rooftop. Everyone remain in contact while searching for Kujikawa and the rest. Stay alert.
Ah, shoot. General Teddie, that freaking asshole.
Every day's great at your Judas. Hello?
The cringe is real, folks.
What the?
Let's not pretend
You
it
again,
ain't
you
real.
phony bear. What do you want now? Thanks for coming all the way out to such a remote place. Did you enjoy the P1 climax? There were so many touching battles this time. But, too bad for you. Unfortunately, you've all served your purposes already.
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said. When you fought, you released fragments of your personas. And I've gathered more than enough of them. Thus, there's no reason to keep you persona users alive any longer. Prepare to be swallowed by a surge of shadows.
Oh, his voice changed all of a sudden and everything. Me cago en la puta de su madre.
What is the shaking?
Shake, 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 senora. Shake it all the time. Oh my god.
What the?
There are so many shadows. They're going to attack. Please, be careful.
Alright.
Bastards. Come! Persona!
Caesar!
Artemisia!
Persona!
Because his persona's name's a mouthful.
Initiating summon sequence. Athena.
Kintoki Doji. That's Teddie's persona name. His base form, anyway. You know what? That's a criticism I have in this game, believe it or not. Because notice how, like, everyone that's from Persona 3, regardless which story mode you're in, everyone has their final awakened persona from the end of Persona 3. Like, instead of, like, notice how we got Caesar and we don't have Polydeucex. We already have this persona that Mitsuru got instead of penicillin or penicillea. I call it penicillin, but whatever. But meanwhile, everyone from Persona 4 has the same persona they first woken up to, not the final form that you get to unlock at the end of Persona 4 Golden, which I think is kind of disappointing if you really think about it. Like, I would have loved to have seen Izanagi no Okami in this game instead of just plain Izanagi, you know what I mean?
Ugh, if this keeps up.
Rise-chan, Yuki-chan, Nao-chan, I'll be right there.
Someone give this guy some albuterol, man, because he needs to put some air back in his lungs.
More shadows incoming. They're not stopping.
Where was he hiding this many shadows? Mitsuru! Hey, hang in there!
Nichan!
Mitsuru-san!
Come on, can't you pull it together? I really don't want to get involved here, you know?
Oh boy, he's here. Adachi!
guys look terrible. That's what you get for sticking your noses into places they don't belong.
Are you Toru Adachi?
What? I thought Adachi was in police custody.
Wow, I'm famous now. You're Mitsuru Kirijo, right? I guess the rest of these people are your subordinates?
What's Adachi baby doing here? Wait, you must be a fake too.
You're kind of weird for saying that, Teddie. I'm just saying.
Huh? You too? A fake? Yeah, that's it. I'm a fake.
Why did you save us?
It wasn't just for you. If you died here, it'd be trouble for me. I have to obey the rules.
Rules?
Never mind, I'm just rambling. Still, isn't this an impressive number of shadows? I bet you'd really be able to get up to something fun with this many. Like, oh, say summoning up a god or something?
Okay, that's a reference from Persona 4, of course.
Summoning a god. Is that what that show guy is doing?
I'm just guessing. And if this many shadows were to head over to that tower and start wrecking shit, that building wouldn't stand a chance, would it? Plus, anyone inside would be in for some real trouble, wouldn't they? Well, it's not like it matters to me. I'm gonna be on my way now. Good luck or whatever. Aren't the rest of your friends in here at Juness? You kids love crowding together after all. Don't you think you'll win with those numbers?
Hey, stop! Where do you think you're going?
Don't, Teddie. I know you want to go after him, but
Teddie.
we're all exhausted right now. You need to prioritize meeting up with
Shoot
your
like he's
friends.
freaking Duran or something.
Toru Adachi. At the very least, he didn't seem to be a fake made from a shadow.
Is he scheming something after all?
No matter what his aims were, it's true that we were saved in the end.
Save thinking about it for later. We need to hurry.
Damn it! It's getting more intense again!
You can't give up. Mitsuru-san and her people should arrive soon.
Right. We can't lose somewhere like this.
Rise-chan, Nao-chan, Yuki-chan! I'm so glad you're all okay! I'm coming over right now!
Oh, Teddie! And Mitsuru-san, too!
Ted! Hey! You intentionally left me out, didn't you?
You're loud as always. Do you still have a lot of energy left? You don't go down easy, but I see you're barely hanging on.
Don't underestimate me. Half your stuffing's hanging out anyway, so you don't get to say anything.
Sorry we're late. You did well in keeping him at bay. We'll join in the fight.
Alright. Let's see what happens here.
We can do this! There's enough of us here now that I'm sure we can win!
It's too early to be relieved yet. The shadows all over town are converging on that tower. At this rate, our senpai in there will be...
Better hurry on, ladies.
But considering the sheer number of shadows, that would be too dangerous.
Mitsuru-san, Ken-kun has given me the details. This case has many similarities with Shuji Yakutsuki's plan. I believe the culprit has the same intent. And considering the current situation with these hordes of shadows, the time is nigh.
Do we have no choice but to entrust this to the others here? Isn't there something we can do, Mitsuru-san? This isn't the time to argue, Mitsuru-san. We have to go.
What's there to worry about, Mitsuru? There's only one option here.
Everyone, listen up. The shadows are likely gathering at that tower. Their goal is likely to bring about the coming of a god with the power to destroy the world. We must stop this at all costs. Fujikawa, will you lend me your strength? We'll combine our communication abilities to contact Yamagishi. They need to be told of the danger. Persona!
Fukasan is somewhere around the middle of the tower?
Hold on, Fujikawa. There's something in the sky. Kikuno! That's you there, isn't it, Kikuno? Respond at once!
Lady Mitsuru! Thank goodness you're safe.
What are you doing there? This airspace is dangerous. You must withdraw at once to a safer area.
You're all putting your lives at stake by fighting. I refuse to shame myself by withdrawing. And there's something I must tell you at once. We've decoded more of the records from Shuji Ikutsuki that I gave to Labra-san. We've reached a point where there is a description that seems to be hinting at the security code. If we can solve it, we may be able to fully unlock it. The clues to the password are my true form that I should take, and the one written of in the prophecy. Prophecy and true form? Could this be about what happened back then?
Mitsuru, you have to remember. That insanity Ikutsuki was a slave to. You remember the speech he gave us?
Those of you that have been following me and know that I've been playing Persona 3 Portable, well, don't worry. You'll see what they're talking about later on as I play through that game.
He said he would become a king in the new world. With that in mind, what he strived to become, his self-professed true form. King of the Fall.
That's it! The password was accepted, and the file's been unlocked. I'm opening the file now.
There's no time to wait for an analysis. Fujikawa, let's try again. We need to get this information to Labras through Yamagishi.
Kami, Satonaka, Hanamura.
So that's why all these shadows have been flooding in. We'll stop them here as well. I'll tell Labras about that password at once. Please be careful, Mitsuru-senpai.
We will now head to the tower to aid those who are still in there. We'll have to force our way in. We will combine the strength of our personas and fight our way through.
As they say, that's what I'm talking about.
This is starting to get interesting. I'm getting pumped up.
All right. That's the plan, then it's time to bust out all our skills. Better not fall behind, Ted.
I'm getting fired up! Wait for us, Sensei! Wait for me, Labby-chan! There's no need to fear with my tremendous strength!
Right. Labras and Chie are fighting too, so I can't just stay here.
Kikuno, you need to leave Inaba and stand by until we contact you again.
No, my lady.
This helicopter is loaded with 2 7.62mm Gatling guns, 19 continuous rounds of 70mm rocket ammunition, as well as a 30mm chain gun. Though these cannot damage shadows, they will be useful in preventing their advancement and providing you with some measure of backup.
Don't be ridiculous. It's too dangerous.
Lapper-san asked me why someone who couldn't use a persona would risk their life to go to a place where shadows appear. No matter how slight it may be, I can still provide some assistance to you all. I have been prepared to risk my life from the start. My lady, I have my own battles to fight.
Kikuno-san.
Mitsuru, I'm gonna repeat the same mistake.
You know, it kind of would have been cool if Kikuno had ended up being a playable character and had a Persona Awakening in this game, in addition to Lavris. I mean, that also would have added to the roster too. I'm just saying. Missed opportunity, Atlas. Just saying.
You're right. It doesn't matter how strong or weak you are. I've pushed Narukami and his friends away before, and now I'm doing the same to Kikuno. Kikuno, I accept your determination. Aid us from the helicopter. We must reach that tower at all costs.
Understood. I will see you there safely, even if it costs me my life. Let us depart.
Now!
Right.
All right!
Come! Persona! Go!
Persona!
Here goes!
Ooh, good shit.